Just so you're aware before watching a lot of this video, this is more of a demonstration or walkthrough as to how I make videos on YouTube. Everyone's videos are unique. So here's my setup. I have a computer.
Wow!
I'm also lucky enough to have Sony Vegas Movie Studio 11.0, Photoshop CS2, and a blue snowball microphone. Though I used Google Drawings in my earlier videos as opposed to Photoshop, and my first microphone was a bit cheaper. I also recently got my hands on the Adobe Suite, which is sweet. A video editor is the most crucial to have, and if you can't get a good video editing software, then my style cannot be replicated, unfortunately. At least not that easily. I hardly looked up anything for the stuff that I've made videos with, so I just make videos with what I know and learn. I actually do learn something about making a video every time. During this video, I found out how to do this. Switching speakers. I usually come up with a video topic, research, write, record, gather, edit, animate, Photoshop, and finalize in that order. And then I just use Google for research and Google Drive for writing.
I'm a kitty cat, and I dance, and I dance.
Ignore that. So in my video editor, you could simply move around stuff by clicking here and moving there. So if I wanted to move Mercury across the screen, there's a time mark here based off the image and also a screen there to move it or stretch and rotate it. My animation is still animation, but it differs from other styles of animating because I'm not drawing every scene, I'm taking things and I'm just moving them. You can add some effects in Sony Vegas too, which is cool, but I usually edit specific things in Photoshop first. The first time I used Photoshop for a video was when I had a goat eat a plant in the second Random Facts. No, the third one, sorry about that. The masterpiece thumbnails from the first couple videos were made in Google Drawings. I also drew a couple things that I've had in previous videos, such as the basic line temple in the temples video. I've learned to also just record silence to put in between clips, so it isn't an awkward stop. It kinda sounds like you're fading out of existence for a moment if you don't include it. To show you how prevalent all this stuff is in my videos, here's Random Facts 4, in its editing stage. So this is what a complete video in the video editor looks like. A bit dense, perhaps. Except for number 3, I don't know how that happened. In Random Facts 4, I photoshopped quite a bit, including the ultraviolet scorpion, the highlighted keyboard keys, the blue-eyed cat, and the mountain of golf balls, among other things. You also cannot forget the king of Egypt, Hawk Wallaby. The number orbs that showed up since the first Random Facts were made in Google Drawings. Shaking the ketchup bottle, feeding the hawk wallaby, giving the fox a knife. These are all pretty simple move from point A to point B movements. The snoring bed, the fading pencil, and the grainy screen are all effects from my video editor, and the special desert background was just a desert background modified in Photoshop. For the water effect at the end, all it is a couple strips of blue I drew in Photoshop and layered over each other. It's just really long, and I made it move from one side to the other after zooming in. Any images with backgrounds like the piece of paper you can just Photoshop out. For the Earth segment, I used Google Earth Pro, which is free and cool. OBS is also free and cool and allows you to capture screen footage. Not to even mention Audacity, which is free and super useful for recording audio. I've used it for every video that I've spoken. I also have something called a globe mall, which captures video footage from the consoles, but I don't need to use that too often. While it wasn't in the Random Facts video, the asteroid transition is actually stop animation of cardboard and colored in paper that was recorded on a trampoline. Also, I just thought it was funny when I found out about it. The quality of the pencil image in the perfect circle video was better than the quality of the pencil image in the perfect square video, despite the fact that the square video came out almost a year later. I mess up a lot while reading, so I say every sentence multiple times to make sure that I get the best sections. And I mess up a lot while writing, so I make sure to say every sentence multiple times. You understand at this point. Pretty much everything so far has been scripted initially, but several things have also just sounded better at the moment, and I mean this for every video I've made. I know it's super daunting to look at a screen full of things you may not recognize and then being told, oh, don't worry, it's as easy as opening a door. But with practice and experience comes knowledge and wisdom. This is of course assuming you are not familiar with the stuff I showed or things similar to the stuff that I showed. I do recommend trying it out, making videos on YouTube. It's just fun to make videos, at least for me, and if it's not for you, then you aren't being forced to continue, right? Right? If there's nothing to lose, then go for it. I originally thought back when I started that I would be able to make a video and put it on YouTube once every 22 days. Now I make one every 22 weeks. Anyways, maybe you seeing how I make videos has been enough inspiration for you to feel like you want to make a video in a less or more complicated way. Imagine if you choose and. Happy birthday if it's your birthday today, and choose!